The Mean Girls situation, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about that tonight on the Report from Tiger Mountain. Stick around and listen. Labor in trouble. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a crisis in the Labor Party, so we should exploit it here on the right. Absolutely. There is the Mean Girls situation. Obviously, recently there was the death of Miss Kitching, who was actually a Labor... she was probably more of a centrist, I would say, and she was somebody who kept the door open to Conservatives and was interested in working with the crossbench and things like this. So she was basically one of the few decent Labor people. So it's very sad that she passed away. Obviously, from the freedom and anti-vax movement, there was talk that, could it be, because she was 52 when she passed away, could it be the vax that played a factor in her death? That's possible. Obviously, it's possible also with Shane Warne, even though there are rumours coming out about Shane Warne that he was somebody who took a lot of Viagra. So maybe that played a part as well. So we can't be sure of what killed these people. But one of the things that has come out that about Kitching is that she was extremely bullied and was basically being bullied out of the Labor Party by the Mean Girls, which is Wong, Keneally and Gallagher, which is like a little cabal. And they use the word cabal, which I thought was interesting, within the Labor Party. I mean, obviously, Penny Wong is without a doubt one of the most revolting people in Australian politics. She is absolutely intolerable of anybody who has a different opinion to her. I mean, obviously, and she's just almost revolting on every level. Clearly, she's going to sell Australia out to China, and she's going to sell Australia out to, the woke agenda and everything, and she won't broker her. It'd be the biggest disaster to Australia ever if that woman becomes our foreign minister. Anyway, she's one of the main bullies within the Labor Party federally, and they were bullying this woman, basically drumming her out of the Labor Party. And it's absolutely shocking. And look, there's the accusation that this is what caused the woman's heart attack. And that may well be true, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we should consider it here on the Report from Tiger Mountain. Could be a combination of things. But I do believe it probably did play a part. And obviously, at poor Miss Kitching's funeral, her loving husband said that, he thought that's what killed her, and that, there are forces within the Labor Party that have been bullying her. And obviously, you've got Albo, who's been, sitting on his hands, doing nothing about it. Obviously, they spent the last 2 or 3 years complaining about the Liberal Party over what they claim is a kind of sexual harassment drama. I mean, due to the what was a 30-year accusation against the former Attorney General and some staffer who apparently raped somebody or whatever. I mean, I think this is again another Labor shenanigans. I think that's mostly a fabrication that they've put together to try and basically smear the Liberal Party. But this one here with Labor appears to be real, that there really is a cabal of bullying people within Labor who have been bullying kind of people who are more centrist or who are not part of the woke agenda that the Labor Party has been embracing of late. And it should be remembered that this is also something that goes on at like a state level. Obviously, Daniel Andrews has been accused of bullying. There's been a lot of bullying going on there. Somanyek has been a bit of a whistleblower there, and obviously he's got nothing to lose and has basically been telling a lot of the truth about Daniel Andrews, who's an incredible bully. So the Labor Party does have a huge problem with bullying, and obviously it's historical. It should be remembered, ladies and gentlemen, that obviously Labor thugs, when I mean Labor, I mean like union thugs and people like this, have a long history of even being organised crime and gangster tactics. I mean, this is a huge part of the Labor Party that goes back in its history. So there's been a long history of bullying and thuggish behaviour within the Labor Party, and it seems this is continuing even under the supposedly woke aegis that we're now living under. Albanese claims that he's not going to be a woke Labor Prime Minister if he does win the election. I wouldn't believe him for a second, but maybe that could be true, because essentially it's not popular. People don't like this woke rubbish. Most people don't like it in the electorate. And personally, I think Scott Morrison has a strong possibility of holding on, though I do believe it'll be close, and I think both parties, both the Liberal and Labor, will realise it will be close. But this whole problem, how dare the Labor Party accuse the Liberals of this whole sexual nonsense, which most of it was made up or fictional, when they have this huge problem of bullying with their own party with, Wong and Keneally and Gallagher. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's my thoughts on the Mean Girls situation. And thank you for listening, and don't vote Labor, whatever you do.